All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Brooklyn Barons. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 Gone!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see. A defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Chandler Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 at the 19. To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Watch him now, Barney!
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
Carry here for their fullback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. 1st down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Gun! Come on. Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
Now it's Jackson. Going deep for Benjamin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Back deep is Emmanuel Sanders. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's second down. The stop for no gain brings up second and 10 from the 20.
Over.
On second down, here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson on the move to his left. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Brooklyn football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
56. Lucky 56. Hot.
McCaffrey on the counter. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
To throw on second down. Jackson forced out to his left. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on third and long. Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Well, forget the field goal to try to tie this thing. They'll have a chance to take the lead here with first and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Watch it now, Barney.
Jackson now off the bootleg. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now here's Mahomes, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Mahomes being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Play action. It's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit!
Jackson to throw again. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Detroit! Detroit! Over, 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 over! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Check 26, check 26.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And a gain there of 11 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
3 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And again, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mahomes going to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now he's forced out left. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 55 yards.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen it.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. McCaffrey on the return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! I got it.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
third and long. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. They run for it with Hunt. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. As his guys are in for 6, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. Yeah. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Now Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on third and long. Jackson. He's going to loft one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Runs through the contact. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And this offense on 3rd down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here we go with McCaffrey. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is...
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. In for the score. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way They wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now Thomas, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And here now the offense heading back out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And out come the Chiefs now. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very... And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Oh, look at that. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and now here's another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Mahomes going to throw it here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Kansas City, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.